Got to be real. Be real. Be real.
Yes, guys, what's going on? Okay, so I just saw a documentary that I haven't seen before about the Mike Tyson rape conviction, and I just wanted to make a few comments on that because I've always felt like Mike Tyson was innocent. I heard a number of things before, but I've got a few facts now when I really look deeply into it, and I'm gonna tell you straight, man. Tyson was innocent. The reason I thought Tyson was innocent before is because looking at Tyson, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would rape a girl and then go. He's just too real. He doesn't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? He's just that sort of person who doesn't care. If he raped her, he wouldn't go on camera and get angry and say, "Listen, I didn't rape that motherfucking bitch," as if I fucking raped her. He wouldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? He'd be. It wouldn't get to him as much, and you could just tell that he didn't rape that girl based on his demeanor and how he is. He's too raw and too real. He doesn't have the capability, and didn't have the capability to, to tell lies. He just didn't have that in him. He's never been that sort of guy who could, lie on camera convincingly as that. Do you get what I mean? Like, he can't go on camera and say, "Listen, man, I've done a lot of things in my life, yeah. I've kicked fuck out of people, and I might have done this to other girls, but, I never forced sex upon her, I never raped her." Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't say that and act. Like, why would he? Do you get what I mean? He's Mike Tyson, he doesn't really give a fuck. I mean, what? He doesn't have a good reputation anyway. Why does he give a shit? So that was my reason to, like, think, you know what, this bitch set him up. But then I've just watched this documentary where it proves to me now, I'm very confident that this bitch, yeah, I hope she gets what's coming to her. She falsely accused Mike Tyson. Now, here's the thing, right, what most people don't know. This girl, right, Denzel Washington, she went out with this one white kid, yeah, a young white kid, yeah, with, like, hair all on his head, do you know what I mean? Not no fucking thugged out white kid, I mean a white kid, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, white, you know what I'm talking about, right? And, I was with Denzel Washington, and we had sex, and she told her father that he raped me. One of them boys, yeah, and he said, oh, and her dad found out that they had sex, and she said that he raped her, and then she afterwards she said to him, "Look, the reason I had to tell my dad that was because my dad would not be happy about us having sex, right?" And this girl's supposed to be a virgin when she shagged Mike Tyson, and the accusations were that she when she had sex with Tyson that she had like physical damage on her vagina. Do you get what I mean? Like, the thing is, you're gonna get that when you're banging Mike Tyson. You see the guy, you get me? He's fucking huge. Of course, you're gonna get some damage. It's called rough sex. But the point is, yeah, that she'd accused someone else of rape before to her father, not publicly in court, but she said to her father, yeah, that this guy raped me. So it just shows you, like, what type of girl she is, right? And you know what I mean? She's done it in the past. And not only that, right, but this boyfriend of hers, her ex-boyfriend, in her high school boyfriend, he wasn't allowed to testify in court because the court said it was too late. Not only that, right, Mike Tyson didn't have a proper lawyer. He had an accountancy lawyer, a financial lawyer, right, to represent him because Don King's a cunt. And I think another thing to take into account is, yeah, I don't really believe in all this Illuminati shit, but you gotta, like, look at it from a certain standpoint that Freemasons, all these, Scientology and all this stuff, it does exist, you know what I mean? Tom Cruise is a part of it, and these guys, they must have wanted Mike Tyson to join when Mike Tyson was making so much money. I mean, you look at Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is busting them Star of David bling blings, you know what I mean? Masonic stars and Masonic signs, and he's doing this, and you know what I mean? And you can see Mayweather's, like, clearly part of some sort of I don't know what it's called. I don't know if you want to call it Freemasonry, the Illuminati, Scientology. There's different words for it, different things. But the truth is that it exists. It does exist, and that there are people who are a part of it. I mean, why did Michael Jackson do this sign? Why did George W. Bush do this sign? Why do rock stars do this sign? Actors, people across all walks of life, all celebrities, presidents, they all do it. And I've studied economics, and the truth is that studying economics gave me an insight into the economical world and how the world of finance and business works. And the truth is that money runs everything, and that do you know what I mean? very, very rich billionaires and very, very rich families who have existed since the beginning, and they run everything. They run the same people. Like I used to warn people, right, about what's his name, the guy who owns Fox Network. I forget his name, man. Flip, I always forget everyone's name. But yeah, I was warning people about him from day one, and nobody listened. And then it turns out that they're hacking people's phones and this and that. And you know the thing is, right? These things play a role in this Mike Tyson's case, right? Because you know there's because there has to have been someone who set him up. Because I don't think it's just this girl that set him up. I think that there's like she had support. I think she had support to do this, and I think that because she's done it before, accuse someone else, and you just see what a bitch she is, right? And you know what I mean. And there was other witnesses who weren't allowed to come to court, right? Other witnesses who weren't allowed to come to court, who would have said that this girl was kissing on front and messing about with Mike Tyson. I mean, listen, let's get it straight, right? Tyson was in the limo, he was kissing her or whatnot, right? These are facts, right? What she accepted as well, what Tyson accepted in you know what I mean, accounts. She's kissing him, and apparently she said that I didn't want him to kiss me. Yet Tyson goes up to the hotel and she follows him. Why would she follow him? Just to have a little kiss at early hours in the morning in a hotel. And then another thing, right? She goes upstairs, follows Tyson, goes with Tyson upstairs, right? And then and apparently Tyson's kissing her, and she goes, "Oh, I don't want to do anything. What are you doing?" This is her accounts. She then goes into the bathroom, right, and removes, I think it was a tampon she added or something. She removes that in the bathroom, throws that away, comes out. Why would she remove that if she didn't want to have sex with Tyson? That's like some form of like a barrier. Why would you remove that? I don't know what she removed, but I think it was a tampon or something. Why would you remove that? There was a telephone in the toilet. She could easily lock the door and call security upstairs and ask for help or something. Why would she not? I can't. These things don't add up to me, and I don't think Mike Tyson raped this girl. And I do believe that Mayweather is part of some sort of movement. I'm pretending like I don't know about it. I'm acting like I don't understand it, but I understand it very, very well. Okay. If you guys want to stay oblivious, yeah, and think that Freemasons don't exist, and that Scientology doesn't exist, and that they're not interlinked with each other, that the Illuminati is just a pure 100% myth, continue believing that. You know, I don't know if the Illuminati exists. I don't know if it's called the Illuminati, but I do understand. I do know that there are top businessmen from different corporations who meet on a regular basis. The Bilderberg Group, Google it, yeah, and check out what it is. You know, it's a group of the world's most powerful and richest men. It's a fact, right? And they've got an official website, right? I can write an assignment on this group, okay? Because it's a legit thing. You can get into university and type a paper on it. It's that legit. Yeah, it's the Bilderberg Group. People have been seen, princes from the Arab nations, from people from do you know what I mean? All walks of businesses, different, you know, mobile companies, computer companies, you know, all sorts of electronic companies, media companies, marketing companies, corporations, you know what I mean? People who advertise charities, and you know, all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? It's difficult to explain, but all sorts of different fields of all different types of corporations, right? All the top owners, the top businessmen, the richest guys, they all meet, powerful guys, and I don't want to name them, but you know, they meet up on a regular basis and they talk about stuff. What do they talk about behind closed doors in private meetings? They get together like about 50 or 100 of the, like, world's most powerful men. They get together and they have these meetings, maybe more, 500 people, powerful people. What do they talk about? So you know what I mean? It's like, what, they're talking about how to make the world a better place. When, do you know what I mean? I mean, if you go onto the Bilderberg Group website, you can clearly see that the last thing that they talked about on their agenda meeting, their agendas was about Afghanistan, Iraq. I think like a year later, Iraq gets invaded and Afghanistan got invaded, and do you know what I mean? 1.6 million innocent people dead, oil coming out. George W. Bush's presidency campaign was funded by top businessmen who had interests in plastics and on oil, and you know, it is what it is, and it's all interlinks, because all these people, they're the reason why Michael Jackson got bummed. It's the reason why Michael Jackson got his you know what I mean, it's the reason why Michael Jackson got not I don't want to say killed because I don't want to make an accusation like that, but you know what I mean. A doctor did kill Michael Jackson. He did get done for manslaughter. Did he act on his own accord or in accordance of what someone else wanted? We don't know. You know, Mike Tyson was accused of rape. Do you know what I mean? And he got done for rape. You know, did she act on her own accordance, or did she have help and support and get pushed into doing that? You know what I mean? There was you got to look at these things. Don King. Um, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you look at Princess Diana. I'm just throwing names out there. I'm not saying that anybody killed these people. Some of them might have died natural deaths, but Princess Diana, Bob Marley, Malcolm X. You look at Muhammad Ali with Parkinson's. You look at Tupac Shakur. You look at Big Smalls. You look at we look at Martin Luther King. Did I say Malcolm X? We look at John F. Kennedy. We look at Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son. Bruce Lee, what did he die from? A medication reaction. We look at Elvis Presley, who died in the toilet from a drug overdose. We look at, I think, Marilyn Monroe. We look at that girl who sings Cherry Wine with Nas in that track, Amy Winehouse. We look at all these people, and some of them are on drugs. Some of them, it comes to a point where you got to question, really? Really? Do you know what I mean? Like, every single one of these people that you guys are really being that ridiculous, you don't see some sort of correlation. So, I'm not making any accusations. I'm just putting it out there. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the section below. Subscribe as always. It is what it is. In a bit.